Hello, everybody. Welcome to IT Skills Channel. My name is Aiden. Today, we're going to talk about AT&T and how AT&T is in crisis. AT&T is in crisis this year for a number of ways, but we're going to talk about the tech ways they're in crisis. We are only focused on the IT world, not anything else they're in crisis for. And the way we're focused on in this case is going to have to do with their enemy, Broadcom. Broadcom and AT&T are have a big rivalry going on. AT&T and Broadcom rivalry goes back as far as November 2023. One, Broadcom decided to purchase VMware. AT&T supposedly use VMware product for everything, you name it. Like they use it for their public service system. In this case, there may be their ambulance, emergency system. There might be hospitals. There may be a lot of, telecom company that do a lot of public service. Maybe the tornado watches, whatever they might be. They use a lot of AT&T services for that, and that is essential for the public. And the government also utilize AT&T to perform essential government services. Again, like we talked about it, the firefighter, police, you name it, they all are basically AT&T fan. They use it because AT&T has been around for decades and decades and decades. Whereas Broadcom, they've been around, but they have not been, around the US consumer like the way AT&T is. AT&T is almost like a grandfather into people hearts. People can recognize when you see that logo over there behind me, you know it is represents AT&T. Most people don't even know what AT&T stands for, but they can tell you that logo is AT&T. And they don't know their origins, but they are kind of becoming synonymous with American culture and everywhere else. But AT&T and Broadcom rivalry began because Broadcom decided something AT&T is very familiar with. Broadcom purchased VMware and immediately changed the perpetual license to subscription-based licensing. Now you might say, what is the problem with it? Everybody changes things when they buy a car. Like if you buy a car, you are allowed to put in your seat cover. Maybe you can put in underglow lights, which I don't think is a good idea anyway, but you know what I mean. You can customize that car anywhere you like. Nobody's gonna say, why do you do that? Well, the difference in Broadcom in this case is that it's customizing VMware from perpetual to subscription to make more money for their investment. They bought a VMware for a lot of money. Now they wanted to customize it so people don't keep taking advantage of this perpetual license agreement that nobody does anymore. I mean, Microsoft don't do it, Cisco don't do it, nobody does it. Everybody is going to subscription. So Broadcom is not wrong on that. Where AT&T said, wait a second, we have a contract, and this contract means you have to honor whatever contract we had with VMware. Well, the contract said they could actually renew their license up until 2026. And they have renewal coming up on September of this year. They had a renewal coming up September of this year, and they started the lawsuit around August 28th or something, late August. So they wanted to basically get the court to halt Broadcom, forcing them to buy subscription licensing. The issue with that is Broadcom literally knew that this case is not going to go a whole lot of way, or they were confident. So they basically, responded on September, late September or mid-September, and they basically brushed it off, saying that AT&T is not going to win it, and AT&T basically has no merit in what they're trying to do. This is our product. We can change the service and term of use as much as we like, and AT&T does it too. And to be fair to Broadcom, AT&T goes ahead. One day you may be paying your phone bill, $100 a month, and they may change it to $110 a month. And they may say it's a charge tax services. They may say we got you 5G X or 5G Y, whatever they may be. They change things around all the time, and customers tend to be the victim of it. So I don't feel sympathy for AT&T for getting their own medicine for this. But I also, as somebody who liked VMware, I just don't like Broadcom what they did to VMware, how they made it all a milking money, milking cow basically. They're trying to milk everything it's got. So that's why I'm on the side. I was on the side of AT&T, and T, and I'm still on the side of AT&T. I want AT&T to win, but like right now, looking at the evidence, it does not look like AT&T will win. Unfortunately, does not look like it because Broadcom says perpetual licensing already ended before we purchased VMware. Whether they're right or wrong, they're saying perpetual license ended in 2018. I don't think that was true. I think they're wrong, but they're saying that's what they're saying in their lawsuit response, and they're also saying that we, just like AT&T, need protection for our goods. We bought us something, we doing what we want with it. Example: Elon Musk bought Twitter, and now it's called X. He changed the name. Okay, he fired a bunch of employees. He changed the icon, the legacy of the Twitter verified, what it means to people now. Before, only celebrities, people that you well known, were getting verified. Now, everybody's getting verified, but you just have to pay for it. So what I'm saying is, business gets evolved. As business evolves, things change. Customer get upset. And in the case of AT&T, they're giant, so they just couldn't let their upset be in their own feelings. So they decided to vent out to the New York Supreme Court by filing that lawsuit. But it looks like right now, unless something dramatically changes, I don't think they're gonna prevail. It doesn't look like they're prevailing. And Broadcom is just sounds way too confident. Overall, this is not a verdict of the lawsuit. We don't have a verdict yet. I'm gonna keep updating you on it, but I'm just giving you a mid update before we hear the verdict. But the verdict, I'm just trying to tell you the Broadcom response. Broadcom response is that they are feeling confident they will win. And AT&T, maybe they're confident they will win, but we don't know until if they're gonna win. Because right now, if a judge comes against there, they said Broadcom put their case saying we bought this service, we wanted to change, the way the service works. Obviously we understand customer will have to pay more, but this is our product. We pay this much money. We pay billions for this product, so we need this. We pay 63 billion, I believe. That's what how much they pay for it. So it's only right that you can change it. Because if I bought anything, like let's just say I bought a computer for 150 whatever from eBay, I'll change that computer. That's my product. Or if I buy maybe a website, and even if the website's hosting some things for someone, I can go ahead change it. Or in this case, the website's not a good example, but you get what I mean. You can buy something, you can change it. If you buy, for example, a data center, you have other customers in your data center, you can change how much you charge them for rack space. You can do that. It's your right. You bought it. It's your investment. And now you may be upsetting customer, but that's not a crime of upsetting people. Just because you upset people, it's not a crime. I think the crime is when you are start to do it illegal stuff, and I don't think so far Broadcom did illegal stuff. It's just they are hateful. They're becoming the most hated company, but they're not doing anything wrong. So comment below. What do you think? You think AT&T is on the right? You think Broadcom is on the right? Comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, guys, peace and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. See you later.